working. Okay. So I'm just going to tell the story and then I'm going to post the live later. So I'm not going to wait for people to join in. So the other day I was on and I did a live for, I was like almost 2 hours talking about dream stuff. And it was like all over the place because I just had no idea where to start. So I started all over the place, but I wanted to I started to tell one story and I've kind of been hesitant to like put it on the internet. It sounds silly, but so I think it was last year I was not smoking weed for a while, and I was just smoking CBD weed. Then I was sort of weaning off of THC just to see what would happen with my dreams, right? My sleeps were already so like inconsistent already that I figured, well, let's let's just see how crazy the dreams can get, because my dreams were already so intense with smoking weed. So it's kind of an experiment. So smoking CBD and smoking less weed. And then it was probably about a week I wasn't smoking anything. And my dreams were like, and it was also close to a full moon. So it was a combination of things going on for sure that were making my dreams really intense. But this one dream I had, and I had it written down in a book or a notepad somewhere, and I actually just came across it the other day. I should have put it aside because that would have been useful for talking about it now. Then I could have like actually read exactly right off of it. Anyways, I'll find it again and maybe like update in the comments what I actually wrote specifically in the dream journal, but I remember it pretty well because it was a pretty quick dream. But it was like, I might have said it, actually, I might have talked about it in that video, but I kind of, if I did the other day, then I really breezed over it, but I wanted to elaborate on this one in particular. So I had a dream that, and it was like a really really clear moment where this face was in front of me and it said, first it was I was hearing, it was like I was just coming into awareness that it was in a dream, and it was very abstract and foggy, and I was hearing this conversation of people talking about seven something. All I could hear was the number 7 clearly in their conversation. They kept repeating the number 7, and it wasn't like anything specific. What they were talking about didn't matter. It was the number 7, right? Like numbers and words specifically, when I see them, when I'm able to read written words in dreams, that's really significant to me. Like whatever it is, even if it's something really benign seeming, I always try to write those down, because it's like that could be something really deep in my subconscious that's connected to something that, like, like it's really uncommon to be able to read words or numbers clearly in dreams. I've had that happen a few times. And yeah, I try to write it down. I'm really bad at going back and looking to see. I was like, oh, what did that mean? Maybe there's something there. I write it down and then I just forget if I have like stacks of dream journals. Something I need to reread. So the number 7 was significant in this dream. And then the other part of this dream was that this face just was like, it's like someone like came right up in front of me and said, looked me straight in the eye and said, Tom Hanks is in league with Satan. Now, obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but to someone like me, and I'm sure to some people like you out there, have been aware that there is some serious fuckery going on in Hollywood. Literally. And Tom Hanks wasn't someone that was particularly ever one that I looked at as being, you know, anyways, this was it last year? I'm pretty sure this dream was last year. No, the year before. Yeah, so it was 2020 when I had this dream. I'll have to go find that when I wrote it down exactly, because I'd like to actually know the month and like when I had this dream. So when I looked, I just, for the fun of it, Googled when I woke up from this dream. I was like, whoa, like it really, like I woke up with like quite like this seemingly whatever comment. Like there was nothing freaky going on in the dream. I didn't have any weird visuals. It was literally just this person came right up to my face and said, Tom Hanks is in league with Satan. And it was like very, just, and I woke up. So I Googled when I woke up, Tom Hanks is in league with Satan, and I found some interesting things. There was this guy, now this is going to bother me. I should have looked this up before I came on the live. Maybe somebody knows. There is this guy who actually got suicided, you could say. He was about to do, I think he was like, was he like some, I want to say he was like a comedian or something? Was he an actor? Or, I can't remember. Anyways, he was, oh, what was this guy's name? I can't remember this guy's name. He had a funny name. Anyways, he was about to drop this big, like, he was a journalist, maybe, and he had some dirt on Tom Hanks and a bunch of these celebrities, and they were all connected at the beginning of COVID with, like, I think it was like Madonna and Ellen and stuff. I did some digging on Tom Hanks, and at the beginning of COVID, he was one of the first. I think he was like the first celebrity who like publicly announced, "I've got COVID, I'm quarantining," blah 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 blah. And then there was like later down the road, there was some like conspiracy theories that. Like Oprah and Ellen and Tom Hanks and these people were all at home on house arrest with like in this COVID lockdown stuff was like a cover up for like all of these celebrities actually, and like politicians and stuff being on house arrest because there's these like yeah adrenochrome, yeah, we'll get into that. So there's obviously Tom Hanks is up there in the elite class of celebrity and beyond, whatever that class is, right? Access, the class of access, you could say. Have access to certain things that the rest of us don't. And it was like it was like after it's like Tom Hanks moved to Greece and got a Greek citizenship. This is all real. Like, I can't remember the timing though. That's what's annoying me. Sometime, I think in 2020, during the COVID stuff, he like basically like, from the looks of it, like fled America to Greece. And guess what's legal in Greece? I don't know if you know this, but pedophilia is illegal in Greece. There is definitely still a lot of there's a lack of protection for minors there in a lot of ways. So that was curious. I mean, the excuse could be I think that there's people that were trying to like dance around this. It's like, oh, his wife's Greek and so they've got family over there, and it's just like it was a weird move at the time considering. And then there was this guy, can't remember his name, who, a famous journalist guy, I think, like, I'm not sure if he was what was he had some dirt on all these people that they were connected and stuff, and he ended up, he even said in a video like, I'm not suicidal, and then he ended up jumping off a bridge. I think it was in, I want to say Arizona or something. into like onto like into a truck. He died. Jumped off like an overpass into a truck, oncoming traffic. So there's been a definite, there's definitely a hot trail around Tom Hanks as far as being in league with Satan. That's all I can say. If you want to do your own digging, go for it. I think that there was actually a documentary I ended up finding that was done on pedophile stuff and linking Tom Hanks and his weird obsession with lost glove photographs. Every time I see a single glove on the ground, I think, oh, fucking Tom Hanks, where are you? The little trap around it. Tom Hanks trap. Anyways, there's it's it's there's definitely stuff going on there. Tom Hanks is in league with Satan. That's all I can say. I don't even say that. I don't talk about those things in a religious way. There's occult magic, which is just science that we don't understand. Trust me. There's science to ritual and how it affects energy, and there's stuff going on. I mean, anybody who's on the internet has been exposed to the recent Balenciaga stuff, and if that was your first introduction into what's going on with the elites, it's going to be a very, prepare yourself for the road because it's coming out. It's going to be coming out. And like, even as I'm saying it, it's like talking about it like on this level publicly when I post this afterwards and other people seeing it. I've been hugely criticized for holding very vocal opinions about what I see going on spiritually, and I've had to let go of the pain of being judged for those opinions, because in the last 6 months, obviously, we've seen a lot more of this stuff actually coming into light, into the mainstream. So, there's a little bit of validation there, thank God, for what it's worth. Sometimes you have to know that you're right about these things and trust your intuition, because your dreams are telling you, your gut is telling you there's something really off. It's because there is. But there's, the fact that you can have the awareness, hold the awareness of these things, that's your protection, really. Ultimately, that's where you start being protected, is being able to see through the illusion and being able to see through, this fake bullshit that, celebrities or something to be idolized. Like, do not worship for false idols. No kidding. Like, these the monopoly over celebrities is they're just as, they're being used for dark purposes as well, as much as they're participating willingly, knowingly. Some of these people, I think we would, I haven't done any digging on the Tom Hanks thing in a while, because like when I saw what I needed to see, basically. So I saw a decent amount that was pretty validating to that thought, and I like, or just when things just like come to me in a dream like that, like really clearly, it just felt like it was coming like from outside of me. I couldn't even remember the last time I thought about Tom Hanks. I think was it last year? It must have been last year. Yeah. Anyways, feels like maybe someone else wants to go down the rabbit hole and explore what's there. But I can tell you it's an interesting one, and it's not hard to find compelling, very factual and truth-based, not even stretches into the, deeper spiritual side of things. But if you just look at what he's been up to, and the, yeah, there's been, I don't know, it's fishy, man. It's fishy. Yeah. Tom Hanks is in league with Satan. That's about all I got for that.